Good morning. We are on alert for severe storms this morning, maybe even into tonight. Look at this. This is on your radar for tomorrow morning around 8 o'clock. Those of you who have some Saturday morning plans, maybe a run, maybe a soccer game, maybe some kids taking them for a walk, you're going to get a little wet. I would suggest maybe staying inside.
It's also perfect sleeping weather tomorrow morning.
That is true.
I'm looking forward to that. We're also your first alert on the roads as well with a wet start this morning.
It is 6:30. Meteorologist Kaylee Pluchel tracks what you need to know as you're about to head out the door this morning. Kaylee, good morning.
Good morning, Adria and Christian. And you will want to stay weather aware for your Saturday morning as we do have a slight risk of seeing severe storms into the forecast. I would say there's a medium threat of seeing these strong to severe storms. They will start to move in at around 5 o'clock in the morning and make their way all the way out of the Arklatex between 4 and 5 o'clock. We could see some high damaging wind gusts associated with this, and we can't rule out an isolated tornado or two. I'll be taking you hour by hour on future track in just a few minutes. This morning, though, some of you dealing with some fog, so give yourself a few extra minutes, especially if you're in the Natchitoches or Minden area. Visibility is down to less than 4 miles, less than 3 miles in the DeQueen area, 6 in Texarkana. We're good to go here in Shreveport, but some places have been seeing some light rain as well, so everyone just needs to give themselves a few extra minutes. Temperature-wise, we're 63 in Shreveport, 65 in Marshall, 61 in Natchitoches and Texarkana, and upper 50s towards the north in Idabel and DeQueen. Your breakfast forecast, 64 degrees at 9 o'clock, 66 at 10, and upper 60s by 11 o'clock, 30% chance of rain all day long, and we'll see south-southwest winds anywhere from 10 to 15 miles per hour, but those could gust upwards of 20 miles per hour as this system gets closer and closer to our area. I'm tracking more on that severe weather threat in my forecast.
Thanks, Kaylee, and happy Friday to you all. Thank you all so much for waking up with us. Right now, you're taking a live look at I-20 at Traffic Street. Moderate traffic moving through the area at this hour, but as this commute picks up, it's only going to get busier. You can see on our traffic camera right there that the roads are wet, so make sure that you're driving carefully and safely this morning.
New numbers show good news in the Arklatex states when it comes to getting work. Take a look at these numbers from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. In Louisiana, currently right now, the unemployment rate is 4.9. In Texas, there's actually supposed to be a period here. It's 3.7. And in Arkansas, 3.7 as well. Oklahoma, you're at 3.1. Good news for all of you who are looking for a job. All these rates are pretty low compared to the national averages, but we are working to get them even lower this morning. If you are looking for a job here in the Arklatex, we've got you covered. Shreveport City leaders just launched a new tool aimed at getting you hired. KSLA News 12's Miranda Whittington is live in downtown showing us how it works. Miranda, good morning.
Good morning, Adrian. It's pretty simple. All you have to do is go to the Greater Shreveport Chamber of Commerce website. It's shreveportchamber.org. Right here on this tab is the job port. We've already got it open for you, and it's pretty simple. If you're a job seeker, all you need to do is submit your resume. You can look at available jobs, and if you're an employer, you can go in there, post a job that you are looking for employees for, or you can view those resumes that are uploaded in there. So we kind of have some of the jobs up. So there's a few in here already, even though it opened. So, you know, Margaritaville is hiring. You can be a DJ. They're looking for a deputy with the Bossier Sheriff's Office, receptionist. So there's a variety of local jobs in here for the community to look for. Now, this whole concept actually came about a couple of years ago through Barksdale Air Force Base. The chamber was doing an initiative out there, and they realized that a lot of the airmen and their spouses were having a hard time finding local jobs. So spouses would come, and it would be a challenge to find a local job, or the airmen that are transitioning into civilian life wouldn't know how to find a local job or kind of how that process works. So this is another step, another tool to really help them, as well as help the entire community. And it's really just a chance for everyone to stay here and find a local job if they need one.
Our hope is that it becomes a way of facilitating hiring and facilitating job creation here in town for the Shreveport-Bossier area, providing access to great job opportunities because we know they're there, and also being able to get great people, great jobs.
Now, this portal did launch this week, so there are a few jobs that you've seen in there, but if you are an employer and you're looking for some new employees, you can go in there and upload that, or if you're looking for a job, you can submit your resume in there. We have the link to all of that on our KSLA News 12 app. Live in Shreveport, I'm Miranda Whittington, KSLA News 12.
There are a list of job openings across the Arklatex this morning. We've posted them all, as Miranda mentioned, on our KSLA News 12 app. You can find them there on our homepage.
We are staying on top of developing news this morning. A Colorado highway is reopened after a massive avalanche blocked the road for hours, burying several cars. Now, all of this happened on Highway 91 in Colorado. Now, that's just west of Breckenridge, a very, very popular skiing resort. Let's show you a video that we have here into the First Alert Center showing you the magnitude of this avalanche. You can see crews working to clear up the road there. Officials saying 15 feet of snow piled high on this road. 3 cars were buried. In fact, one of those cars was flipped by the avalanche. Crews had to rescue that driver, but fortunately, we know all of the drivers have been accounted for.
Definitely the good news here, Christian. Thank you.
Get out of the car, dude.
Some intense video here shows the moments a traffic stop led to gunfire in Little Rock, Arkansas. The city just released this video showing this scene, hoping to shed light on the investigation this morning. It happened late last month. The driver was killed and the officer was hurt. Now watch this driver trying to take off here, as you can see, from this traffic stop, running over the officer there on the ground. That's when the officer fired several shots. Investigators say a nearby traffic camera alerted police to a stolen car by that license plate. The situation escalated after the driver refused to get out of the car.
Get out of the car. He's refusing to get out of the car.
A few seconds later.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car, dude.
The driver, 30-year-old Bradley Blackshire, died in that shooting. A female passenger got out of the car safely. Prosecutors are investigating this morning to determine if criminal charges will be filed. A moment sending shockwaves through Shreveport. On April 12, 2018, Jonathan Robinson began shooting at dozens of Shreveport police officers and killed mother of 3 Renita Williams, all while streaming live on Facebook. Many of you tuned into our coverage that day and in the days following. Hours after that shooting, in a 37-minute interview, Shreveport investigators learned Robinson planned the entire thing in a shocking confession. Listen to this.
When you walked into the house, what did you think was going to happen?
I was going to kill her.
Well, what did you think was going to happen to you after that?
They want to kill.
You didn't care?
At what point did you plan or decide that this is how you were going to handle it? Was it this morning? Was it Sunday? This morning when I woke up.
We have Robinson's entire recorded confession on our KSLA News 12 app right now. You can also find our investigative reporter, Stacey Cameron's exclusive look at 80 harrowing minutes. It's a special report that features interviews with the first officer on the scene and the officer who was shot during this ordeal. New this hour, one Louisiana lawmaker plans to follow the footsteps of others nationwide, asking to raise the age to buy tobacco. He wants the legal age from 18 to 21. State Representative Frank Hoffman says, as a former smoker, he's hoping by raising the age, he'll delay any negative health effects a person might face later in life.
It'll reduce deaths, make better health, save money, and make life better for many, many people. It's the thing to do. It's not complicated. I happen to be an ex-smoker. It's been a long time, but I wish I'd never done it.
This proposal is one of many set for debate in this year's legislative session. That begins April 8th.
I'm tracking a stormy start to your Saturday. After the break, your complete First Alert forecast.
Facebook is on the front line, ready to attack false claims about vaccines. How they plan to keep your family safe with this new move that's still to come. And it's International Women's Day. We take a look at historic moves made by women straight ahead.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is my all-time favorite. The sauce really does it for me. A little bit of a kick to it, and then cheese, sauteed onions, and then the bacon. Who doesn't